Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, in this episode, we're going to take a look at the Tiny Hawk 2 Race Edition. Now, you're probably wondering, why do the props on his Tiny Hawk 2 Race Edition not look at all like the picture of the Tiny Hawk 2 Race Edition? That's because in this video, you're going to see me smash this at high speed into a metal pole, not on purpose, by accident. So this drone normally comes with these types of props. Now, if you've been watching my series on FPV for beginners, you'll see that I recommend all sorts of drones for beginners, and this is actually one I would recommend because it has a carbon fiber frame. It flies amazing. This thing, you can, if you really wanted to, you can get it to go 50 miles per hour. This little thing can go 50 miles per hour and it can fly for 7 minutes. And in the kit, when you get it, I'm looking for everything here, comes in the typical Emax case, and you actually get 2 batteries with it. I've got 2 attached on the bottom, and you get the charger. So it's an all-in-one. The only thing you need is a radio and the goggles. So for a radio, I'm using my Jumper T18 for this. And for the goggles, I'm using my Fat Shark goggles. Now, what really impresses me with this drone, if you look at the motors, you can see there's 7,500 kV motors. What really impresses me is this thing's built for speed. However, it is probably one of the nicest slow flying drones I've seen in a long time. It is so stable. So if you fly in angle mode, and you take the camera, here's the camera on the front here, I'll bring it close to show you. So you take this camera and you push it forward. You're gonna get the props in the frame, but you can get it to fly super nice and super slow. Now, if you wanna go 50 miles per hour, you have to tilt the camera up like that, so the angle of the drone is pretty much like that. And then you can go 50 miles per hour and you can see the props will not be in the frame. So in this video, you're gonna see when I fly slow, the props will be in the frame because the camera's like that and it's wide angle. But when I wanna fly faster, I tilt this up a bit and I can fly faster. I did not have a chance to go 50 miles per hour by doing this and going insane because I couldn't fly it around my neighborhood that fast. So let me show you some video footage now of me flying this, and everything you're gonna see is recorded in my Fat Shark goggles. This is a RunCam nano camera at the front. It's made for the pilot. It's not made for filming cinematography. So the resolution is really, really low, but it's perfect in front of your eyes to see where you're flying, but it's not something you'd film with. Check it out. All right, first up, let me show you how smooth this baby flies. Watch this. So I'm gonna stick my radio in angle mode, put the arm switch on. Watch how smooth it is. Look at that. So this little drone that can fly at like 50 miles per hour, you can fly it around super, super smooth. And there's a lot of wind back here, but check this out how smooth it is. It's such a nice flyer. Let's go this way. So if you're flying it as a beginner, just stick it in angle mode and you'll have no problems whatsoever. But just be careful, it does have a lot of power. If you want to go up, you can go way up in no time. That is so amazing. I love this drone. All right, let's take it out to a bigger field and fly it. There we go. What a catch. That's called disarm in midair and catch. And here I am out at my local field with my Jumper T18 radio, ready to fly the Tiny Hawk 2 race. Check out the camera. Look at how it's pointed. A little bit upwards, and that allows me to go very slow. Notice the props are in the frame because I don't have the camera pointing up for race mode, but I can fly around quite slow. So as I've mentioned in this video, if you are a beginner, this is excellent because you can start off flying in angle mode, have no issues, fly nice and slow as I'm doing here, no effort whatsoever, go around objects, under objects, anything you want. Here I'm coming over to a little park, going under objects, very, very easy. Here I am flying towards myself. Now I'm gonna give it a bit of power and I'm gonna put it in acro mode. Here I'm in acro mode, going a little bit faster. I've left the camera so that I'm not gonna go super fast. Yes, you can do freestyle on this because it is a race drone. Notice that I'm picking up speed here, but you can still see the props. That's because if you put this in acro mode, you can get a lot of power out of this baby, even flying around with the camera pointing almost forward. Yeah, I'm going under the same objects again, this time in acro mode, just to see if I can still do it. And it's really, really smooth. Here I'm coming back to me. Time for a landing, and let's go to another location. Now I've moved to another location so that I can get some more speed. I've changed the camera. It's pointing a lot more up, but I still have the props in the frame, so I'm not fully up. Just trying to get a lot more speed in acro mode. Now, as I was flying, I'm going, wow, this is wide open. I'm gonna go under this here object and watch what happens as I get really close. Yep, I smashed right into the metal post and I lost a prop. All right, time to fly this around my area, and I've changed the props. Check that out, little purple props on here. All right, you can see there's a bit of a wind behind me, so yeah, let's see how this goes. Here we go with these new props. I'm just going to show you a bit of video here of me flying around my front yard. It's not too bad because this drone, you know, if you're going to fly in your neighborhood, it's under 250 grams, so it's not much of an issue. And you can see right here I can go slow or I can go fast, just depending on what mode you have it in and how you have the front camera set. So this is pretty easy. Very smooth, very smooth. Next, I'm going to try a test with the analog video signal. Can it go around my house? The answer should be no, but I'm going to give it a try to see if the signal can wrap around my house. Now I don't, whoa, getting too close. I don't think this video system will let me go in the backyard around the house. Whoa, it is. Oh, there we go. So analog video is not as good as my digital system, where digital system lets me fly around the house. Analog, nope. So yeah, well, I made it pretty far, so I came all the way from back there. I'm in the backyard now, and here she is down here. So when you lose video signal, the best thing to do is always just hit the kill switch and land it, which I did. Now here I'm flying in my front yard again. You can see it's a little bit dull out right now, and I'm trying to go a little bit faster, going up and down the street. You can tell I'm going faster too because there's less props in the frame, so I'm in acro mode and I've adjusted the camera. It is a really good drone for flying around your neighborhood or out in a big field, which is even more fun. So here I'm coming around and I'm going to bring it down for a nice landing. Hey, there's my house. This guy's a lot of fun, but when you want to go fast in acro mode, you need a lot of open space. So you can see in the video, this thing's built really tough. You know, the carbon fiber frame means it's almost indestructible, and smashing into a metal pole at high speed, it still looks brand new. There's not a thing wrong with it, other than I've lost the prop. And I did scratch up one of the brushless motors a bit, took some of the paint off by hitting that metal pole. You can see it right there. So if you're in the FPV hobby and you want to get the Tiny Hawk 2 Race Edition for yourself, I'm going to put links below. It's not very expensive. Check it out. It's pretty darn cool. It is a drone I recommend because A, it's durable and it flies slow and it flies fast. So as your skills increase, this drone will grow with you. It's a lot of fun. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.